Hello and welcome to Cars at 100, and on today's video and the review I have a base Qx60 by Infiniti. So this is a base car compared to the Qx60 that I reviewed recently, which was fully loaded and then some. This is a base vehicle, so we're gonna look at this car to see what are the differences, and we're gonna see the window sticker as well to compare the differences. Let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. So as you can see here, this car looks from the outside same as the Qx60 that I reviewed recently, the blue color. But this car, to distinguish this base model from that car are the wheels. So the wheels are here 18-inch compared to 19-inch on that car, and also you get little differences in style, I guess, but not a huge ones. You have some trim options, but overall the cars look the same. So if you are going for this car, the beauty of it is that you're gonna have same car, but inside is what gonna distinguish these cars from each other. You still have the fog lights on this car as well. So overall I would say the car is this SUV is nice car in terms of just what it is, but also if you want the extra options, you can go for that more expensive optioned car. Overall you have a pretty good looking car. In general, you have LEDs up front and in the rear here. If you're wondering, the tires and wheels all around are 235, 65, R18. Infiniti have finally replaced their key with a different design. It's kind of same as it was before, but you have this different design now. You still have lock, unlock, hold for automatic trunk release, and panic button here, and the Infiniti logo up top. You can keep the key fob in your pocket as usual. This car features keyless entry, so you can lock the car by this button and you can unlock the car with the same button. And once you open the door, you will be greeted with this Infiniti luxury. So overall you have this design and the features of a Lux, but at the same time this is not a loaded car, so it's not a Lux, it's pure, and you have stitching here still, but this is more of a, you know, base approach to Qx60 like I mentioned before. Overall you have a same in terms of the design options on this car, and you have piping here on the seats, which is cool. You have automatic seats here still for this pure version, and you have bolstering here, and the seats are very comfortable in terms of how they look, and they look durable as well for this type of SUV, type of luxury SUV. I think it's a nice approach as well. If we jump inside here, you can see the luxury aspect of this. Once you close the door, very nice and very nice thud when you close the door, meaning that this car has been engineered well. Automatic up and down for all four corners in terms of the windows in this car. And if we start the car, foot on the brake, and just like this we will start the car. It's a little bit warm outside, so let's put the air con on. So if we put the climate control options here in the menu, we can adjust everything, but this is not a, something that you know, complicated. It is very easy to use. It's a touchscreen, as you can see, and overall you have buttons here that are easy to access, easy to navigate, and at the same time they feel premium when you touch them and you press them. This is something that this car is known for. Infinitis are really good in terms of the luxury, bargain luxury. You have this pretty cool looking dashboard with the purple accents. The Infinitis have always done this in a nice fashion, and you have the tach and speedo here. You have the middle display here that you can control through these buttons. through different menus, and you have many options in terms of the Bluetooth controls, and as well as the options for the infotainment. See here, you have options for the cruise control on the right of the steering wheel as well. Nice design on the steering wheel. And middle section here, if you see this transmission lever, it is pretty nice. You have a rear view camera with trajectory, and you have a manual mode. This is of course CVT transmission. So here as well you have 3 modes for this car. Rather, you have a regular mode, actually 4 modes. So you can put this car in eco, snow, normal, and sport. So sport will be the most aggressive mode in terms of the throttle and how this car feels. This is a regular mode, this is a normal mode. You can leave this dial in any position you want, and this car will start in that position, so in that option. So that's pretty cool as well. You have a snow mode, eco mode is the most efficient, and you have also heated seats here, 2 cup holders, USB type C and USB regular charge only. This is not for the connecting the phone, which is weird for it to be located here. 12-volt power outlet, and I would think that there would be storage here as well. Kind of interesting why Infiniti hasn't done that. You also have a storage here, 2 sections, top section, and you can close it and you can open the lower section by pressing the different levers. And you have 2 USB in options, so this is media USBs, and you can also charge here. You have 12-volt power outlet there as well. You also have a glove box here, which is pretty roomy, pretty big, and it's pretty deep as well. Overall, you have a nice trim that goes around the vehicle. In terms of the design, it reminds you a little bit of a carbon fiber and some plasticky combination. You also have a double stitching on the dash here on the cockpit. I also have a window sticker that I wanted to show you. You can look at the other video that I did on the other QX60 that was fully loaded, and this one is a base model, and you can see the differences here. I'm gonna post that review at the end of this video so you can compare 2 cars. But this car in this review is $47,570, 22 miles per gallon, 19 in the city, 26 on the highway. Same mile per gallon for the fully loaded car as well. And as you can see here, final assembly point is Smyrna. Now let's check out the back seats. So in terms of the back seats in this car, as you can see, it is pretty roomy. You have a bench seats here, and you have 3 rows in this car. As you can see, there's a 3rd row, and overall you have a pretty roomy entrance into this rear seat location, and you have climate control options here in the rear. You have a 2 USB Type-C and regular USB to charge your devices. Overall, you have a middle storage here, middle handrest, and 2 cup holders, and a section for your storage here, small storage. But overall, you have plenty of legroom here. If I move the seat up a little bit, and knowing that this car has 3 rows, it's plenty of legroom. Overall, you have plenty of headroom here as well. As you can see, I'm sitting comfortable. This is a very nice rear seats in terms of the comfort. So if we look at the 3rd row here, as you can see, it is pretty good as well. So to climb to the 3rd row, we move this up and we can go inside just like this. And what's interesting is if we put this back, it is not cramped whatsoever here. It is not cramped, but I would think that you would move the 2nd row back to have more space for the 2nd row. But overall, I would say that for the 3rd row, it's not bad. And you have here USB to charge your device as well. 2 cup holders here, same USB and same 2 cup holders here as well, and sound speakers as well on both sides. So for the trunk space, it is automatic trunk release, and as you can see here, if we close the third row seats down, first we have to pull this up, and once we fold them down, we're gonna have a lot of room here for this Infiniti SUV. So overall you have the third row, but when you don't need it and when you don't use it, you can stow this third row seats down. You also have a storage here under the floor of the trunk, so plenty of storage in this trunk. I hope you enjoyed today's review of this Infiniti Qx60 pure all-wheel drive. If you have any questions about this car, please leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Stay loving cars.